Hello everybody, this is Ben85. Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 22, and we have a bit of a problem. This is a giant tank of death fluid. And it's important because our combine just ran out of death fluid and it shut down. It will not let me start the combine back up, and I have a absolutely full bin of soybeans and I can't empty it. I was hoping I could get through the day, but I mean, it is getting darker out. Sun's starting to go down, but I did not make it through the day. Definitely working through the bean fields here, and you can see we're definitely making some money too. So we're gonna have to bring this guy up to the combine so we can fill her up. I would think that would be enough. This guy's still running apparently. There we go, refill harvester. So we get our death fluid filled up and we'll set that by the farm so we can fill up our stuff. And curious to see how much death fluid is in a tank full here. Uh, 166. So this tank's got quite a good bit of death fluid in there. The combine takes the most right now, so what, at least 10 fill-ups, which is pretty darn good. Just gonna move this guy off to the edge for now because I gotta get stuff rolling here. Look at that, it starts right up now. Now that's quite realistic, especially with like trucks and stuff like that. When you start getting low on death fluid, like it starts shutting everything down to the point where it'll go down to it's called D-rate mode. It'll go all the way down to idle only, especially when with the stuff that I work with the Fords. So not exactly ideal. But I'm going to keep harvesting here. We got to get... The big thing that we're doing today, or this episode, is working with factories. Getting the sawmill going and getting the woodworking area going. I'm very curious how it works. I want to play around with it with you guys this episode. Technically, we don't have enough money yet, so we're going to have to make some money. And if you look, like so far, we've made $66,000 off of just soybeans, which is kind of ridiculous actually. And we still have sunflowers and corn to take off. Corn obviously is going to be the least amount, but sunflowers we should get a decent price for. And honestly, if we start setting up factories and utilizing these crops for other items, we're going to make a lot more money. That's where the money's to be made. Alright, so I'm going to keep rolling here and keep making money, I guess.
So, I gotta admit, the animation...
Nope. Go. There we go.
The animation for the corn going into the head like that, you know, where it wobbles back and forth, that looks so good. Like, I mean, so good. That is 100% how it goes. And then it wobbles and then it gets sucked in. The only complaint I would have about it is it should be fast. Because those stripper plates, when it rips the stalk down through to pull the cobs off, it is fast. It is violent. In fact, it's pretty noisy if you're anywhere near a corn head when it's ripping stuff through like that. But this is the last little bit of corn left here. We're getting there. Almost got everything harvested. Just kind of wanted to show you guys this because I thought it was pretty cool. But we should have plenty of money to get our first factory up and running. And then from there, we're going to have to decide, based on what crops we're planting, what our best bet is for a second factory, because obviously the way this game is set up, the way FS22 is this time around, production is key. So your basic commodities, just like this regular corn here, is not super desirable. I mean, it's got some worth to it. I'm getting like $6,300 a load, right? It's not super. But if we start looking, just as an example here, let me get this running. Actually, I should probably wait until I get around the bend here, because otherwise it's not going to go well. But we figure what corn gets made into cereal, maybe. We'll have to see here. Because once I get up to the or going past the sheep farm here, I can just kind of like line her up like this, and she'll run for quite a while. It'll be fine. So if we go into production, start looking at some of these here. Where does corn come in? So there's corn. Cereal factory, right? I don't actually want to build it. So if we go here, that's not what I wanted. This. So corn is running, you know, $500 a unit, right? If we go to cereal, $4,000 a unit. So if you can get it to the production, or get your crops into the factories, get it through the production levels, all of a sudden you can make money. So I'm hoping by getting the sawmill and the carpentry stuff going, that will then be able to produce quite a bit of money off of that, and then we can continue to upgrade and get into other factories and then just be awesome, right? But for now, our best bet is just to do this. Sell it right away, because we don't have any storage. I probably should put up some storage, but at this point it doesn't really matter. I mean, what, I've got probably a load and a half left to sell. It's not worth holding on to. So I'm going to finish this up. It'll probably be the next day here before we actually get into putting up the factories. And I love this sound. You ready? That sounds so good. You hear the thump thump thump. I love that on this trailer. It's amazing. But yeah, we'll get the factories up, and we also got to get some mulching done, because we've got lots of stalks to knock down, and probably do some digging. So we'll see. Well, good morning. It's the next morning here, November. Everything has been taken off. I'm in the process of, well, digging ground over here, mulching ground over here, so it can be dug, and we want to get some factories put in, right? So I'm over here. I got the skid loader over here, so we can use it to move stuff around. I've only got bale tines on it, but that'll be fine for what we're doing. I'm not too concerned. So what we should probably look at is this. Okay, we do own... Okay, we own this chunk. I forgot that we own that chunk. We need to own this chunk right here. So we're going to buy that guy. So that way we can utilize these trees all in here. And then, let's say we want to go into here, and we want to go construction, and we want to go to production. So there's two things we're going to need. We got to figure out which ones we want to utilize. So we need the sawmill, which is going to make lumber and wood chips, it looks like. And then there's also going to be, there's carpentry here, which is a nice green roofed building. Timber time. And then there's another one somewhere over here. So that's a little Henry's Carpentry Workshop. Well, I guess first of all, what kind of style does this look like? This guy's big. Well, I guess he would be the first one we'd want to put down, right? Looks like we're probably going to want to do it right about, I would say there. So if we look at this style here, not that we can see very well, it's definitely like an older style, older feel to it, right? Trying to decide where we want to go with this. So this is the Carpentry building. That one doesn't really fit. This other one here is this one, right? Carpentry. Yeah, that one's got more of a fit to it. Probably something about like that. If we look here, just says building storage, no active stuff. This looks like a tip point. Oh, this is your sell wood, so it must be this is where you sell your wood right here. What is this? Manage production. So you're going to have wood coming in, and then you're going to have planks and wood chips coming out. It's going to be 60 wood per se. Gives you 80 boards and 3 wood chip. That's the recipe. Oh, that's interesting. So if we go here, because it's a production chain, we can do this. And then from here, the planks can go into here and wood, and we can get furniture. Oh, so you can make furniture straight out of wood, or you can make furniture out of planks. So here it's 4 wood to make 5 of these, right? Here it's 5 planks make 7. 60 to 80. So you'll see here, so it's 3 wood to 4 planks, right? So the same number of trees, roughly. Or if we work it out this way, 3 to 4. So 3, 6, 9, 12. So if we get to 12, that would be 16 planks, right? 16 planks. So if we go 12, that's 3, that's 15 of these. If we do 12, we have 14 plus more. So it is definitely beneficial to make your furniture out of planks. That's why you want the chain. So the question is, can we aim this correctly? If I decide to cut it down like this. So I'm cheating the process because I want to see what it does here. So I think we have to have things cleaned off. Think we can get this tree in there too? So obviously I think the benefit here is you want to have as large of trees as possible, right? Or I didn't realize the sound that the bigger trees made there. That's kind of cool. So we don't want to be cutting them into sections to carry them, so that's what the skid loader is for, is to be able to, the ability to move them around. So if we hit sell wood, it took both of them. So there's now 6,000, oh, there's 6,000 liters of wood. So if we activate this, it's running. And then what we want to be able to do is activate this, right? So these guys are running. Material's missing. So now it's making planks, right? So where is it making planks? And then if we come over here, it says materials missing, right? So I gotta figure out how or where the planks are. This is all wood chips here. Ooh, right here's some planks. Is this what I need? Let's just shed over here. I wonder if you have the ability to go inside and see it. So that's just manage stuff. And this is sell. Interesting. Well, maybe I just gotta let it run for a little bit, and then we'll see if we get like a pallet or something. And if we get a pallet, we can just use the skid loader to move stuff around, right? We may actually need a second skid loader or a telehandler or something to move that stuff around, because the skid loader is really ideal for I'm gonna shut this down for now because it's not seeing anything. Oh wait, change output mode. It says selling. I still don't see them anywhere. Ah, distributing. If I go here, see, it still doesn't specify. So it's either storing, selling, or distributing. Does this have anything in here about that? I don't see anything here about that. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to look into this. If we go production chains here, still shows everything here, and it says distributing, but it's not like it can pick stuff up. Because I thought maybe it's like, oh, maybe we can grab it from somewhere. Well, no, it's not letting us grab it from anywhere. So I'm going to have to look into this, I guess, and see if I can figure out how to do that. Because this right here seems like the place where I would pick stuff up. Boy, for being December, that seems like the wrong attire to be wearing while you're working in the tractor here. Alright, so it is December. We have everything off. We have everything mulched that needs to be mulched. Pretty much just finishing up digging stuff up here. The 2 cornfields here are listed as needing plowing because corn needs to be plowed under. So I originally was just gonna no-till beans into them, but it wants to be plowed, so we're gonna run the subsoiler through it. It'll all work out. As you can see, there's no rocks coming up because we have rocks turned off right now because, to be honest, I don't want to deal with an entire field full of rocks because, remember, this map is kind of broken from that standpoint. Things to do over the winter here because winter is fast approaching. Well, I guess it is December. Those trees there, I've decided this forest is going to be coming down because this field's going to get kind of extended into it, and then we're going to put some big machine sheds in here. Might take some of this field for that machine shed, but I want to get all of our items here stored. We may start filling in this lake a little bit too, utilizing some of this space here. We got to get this field dug. We got to get some more. If you look here, we've got land. Well, this is probably, we're going to dig up both of these sides here. We've got field space we can dig up here. We've obviously got field space to dig up here. We've got some through here. We've got a lot of area. I mean, we can take down these trees and dig this straight through. I got stuff to do, and I got to see about trying to get this stuff done. Honestly, with a smaller equipment like this, I mean, the subsoiler is like perfect for digging stuff up, but it's small. I mean, there's no other way around it. So it's just going to take time to try to dig all this stuff up. And obviously once the snow flies, we're going to have trouble getting anything this, well, technically we're not going to have trouble, but if we're playing the game, we're going to have trouble. Let's see, if we come over here, I wanted to test some things here. You're noisy. So I did figure out that when you have this guy on distributing, like here, it does kick out the planks. It just has to get to 100 liters before it kicks it out. I also found out that if you have 2 of them, because if you see we've got 2 buildings side by side, because there's so many planks being produced, it distributes to both of them. And technically we could probably get 3, maybe 4 of them in here, because this guy produces a lot of planks. So now the next question is, and I'm curious about this, with this stuff here, what do we do with this? Right now that's storing. So the only other 2 options are distributing, like this guy right here, or selling. I want to put one on distributing and see what happens. I want to see if it kicks it out, because it's got more than 100 here. I want to know how you go about selling it, because if you put it under sell, is it just going to sell it like straight to the market basically and you never see it again, which might be kind of cool. Okay, so it updated and it didn't do anything here, but it also might need more liters. Alright, we got that one on distributing to see what happens. We're testing. We're going to put this one on selling. We're going to see what happens here. Let this one update and see if anything changes. So 353 might take a little bit, or it might just not make another one again, and it might just sell any excess that we have. So this is the spot I think where it gets kicked out for output. It's at 353, wasn't it? It's at 354 now. So it did go up. And obviously, like the wood chips here, we're probably going to be selling those If we go to this one, we'll probably be selling these. And we go onto the planks, we'll probably be selling the wood chips. We'll see what happens. I don't know if it'll automatically sell or not, or if it kicks it into a pile, or I really don't know. I think it's going to be something where we're just going to have to test and see what happens. We've got 482, 483, so it may need to get to 1,000. I'm not sure. May have to get to 500, but regardless, we have nothing in the output bins. Although, actually no, that's not output, that's sell wood, so this is an input for wood. And this side doesn't have anything. So I feel like it would have to be like right here. And I don't see anything for either of them. Although I guess no, this is the tip point right here for selling wood. Or buying wood or whatever. So I'm not sure then. I'm gonna have to, I guess, play around with it, and I'll have to update you guys in the next episode. But I think it's time for us to be done with everything here. Just slowly digging away. Probably should get around, I don't know, do we have, doesn't specify, does it? I think we have, are they both medium tractors? Do we have a Puma? I mean, I know we have one of these guys. I want to say we have a Maxim, which is probably under the small tractors, right? Right there. So we've got one of these guys. He can go up to 175 horse. I think we have ours maxed out. What does... oh, nope. Subsoiler. If I were to get another one of these, 150 horse. So we could actually run both subsoilers. This one actually takes less horsepower, but it weighs more. And these are smaller. That one's 7 miles an hour. Is this one the same? Yeah. So I think we're just going to buy a second one of these, so we can actually do like plowing with 2 tractors at once. I may have to put a weight on this guy. I'll have to see when I pick it up. Although once it's digging, it should be fine. But like right now, then while that guy's digging the fields up there, I can start digging up a new field, and that's, you know, a good use of our time. These fields, I don't know what's happening with this sunflower field yet. I haven't decided. But with that, I think I'm going to wrap things up. We've got wool coming soon. So, I mean, we did spend a lot of our money here, but we spent it on things that are going to produce more money for us. Like here, we have wool coming from the sheep. They're pretty low maintenance. We don't have to do a lot. We've got wood that we're taking off anyways. Instead of just selling the trees, we just let the factories run because they take a while. And once they do that, like, they're just going to run on their own, right? All through winter here. They're just going to keep producing furniture, and we can sell that for a lot more than we could sell the trees by themselves. I was trying to do the math on it and couldn't really get it, but because I mean, we had to go like a full load of wood, and it got like what, $10,000 maybe, $8,000, and that full load of wood would probably be worth about 10, let's say 10,000 units worth, and it accelerates after that. So even at 10,000 units of wood, at $4,000, or is it $4,000 per thousand? So that'd be 10,000. That'd be $40,000, right? So already it's that much more. Oh, wait a minute. Why does this one look backwards? No, I had it right the first time. Was I pressing the wrong button to hook it up? Because it should go on this guy. I think I was an idiot. Yeah, it seems to turn just fine. But yeah, so basically we're just making more money off what we were going to sell anyway. So that's the point of the factories. We'll have to get into more factories next year, I guess it would be. But with that, guys, I'm going to start doing some more digging here. So thank you guys all for watching. Until next time, as always, take it easy.